All right, friends, welcome to your practice. Welcome to your mat, your space, in your own place, and I welcome you here. So let's just start by, let's start like this. Let's take the hands, we'll rub them together. Let the fingers slide in between each other. Drop your chin. You can close your eyes if you wish. Let your jaw drop. Take a few breaths, just like this. And then we'll place these hands on your eyes, your torso, your thighs, anywhere they need to go. I'm just going to take one to heart, one to belly. And wherever you placed your hands, just feeling into that heat energy, supportive, loving energy you offer yourself. Let this be that invitation to move from your outer world to your inner world. And just take maybe 2 more breaths as you are. Just receiving and feeling, welcoming yourself here. I'm taking a nice full inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands together at your heart, either resting on your heart or the palms together. Preparing to open this practice, and we'll chant Om together, separate yet together, 3 times. So begin by taking a full inhale right to the top. Just hold it there. You're going to release this breath completely through your mouth. And then we'll inhale fully right to the top. And begin. And bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so we're actually going to start on your tummies, and we'll just start lying down right on your belly. And if you'd like to put a blanket down for your head, you can do that, but otherwise just straight out. And let's say we'll take this as like a belly down shavasana. Maybe we'll start like that. So you can put your hands maybe underneath your forehead. The legs can open apart a little bit. Tops of the feet on the floor. I'm just going to turn myself actually. And with your forehead resting maybe on your hands if that works for you. And is comfortable. And then just take this few breaths, let yourself settle. And when you feel settled and ready, then we'll just start massaging the forehead. So just gently turning your head side to side, letting the forehead be massaged by the hands that are there or on the blanket. And let's do that a few times and then bring your head back to its center. So the forehead's resting. Okay, take a full breath in and then breathe out. We're going to turn your head to face to the right. So you can leave your left arm where it is and take your right arm down by your side with the palm facing up, back of the hand on the floor. And just find whatever you need to, adjust, move your head back, whatever you need to, just be here. And if your head is okay without your left arm there, then you can take the left arm down by your side as well and just rest on your left cheek. Let your legs just flop and the shoulders drop. Feel the head heavy. Good. Okay. Maybe a nice fuller inhale and a sigh it out exhale. And just a few more breaths here. Feel free to invite in that deeper breath as a way of dropping in. Good. And then staying as you are with your head. If you have both arms by your sides, then just start to stretch your arms, press the backs of the hands into the floor, spread your fingers, maybe anchor the nails into the floor if you can. Now start to activate your legs. So push the tops of the feet into the floor and now lift your head. So you're just looking at the floor. Lift your shoulders up. So you keep the hands on the floor, the feet on the floor, pull your chin in and close your eyes. And we'll take one more breath. And then we're going to come down. We'll turn the head to the left. If you need to bring the right arm underneath, do that. Otherwise, keep your hands where they are. Drop your right cheek to the floor and rest. Let your legs go. Hands can relax. And start to feel, as you're lying on the floor, the breath is being moved into the back. So just resting your right cheek. My head's lifting just to talk to you. And just feel the breath filling you in the back and releasing you to the floor. Let the shoulders be very heavy, the belly heavy, like you're sleeping. And take a full breath in, sigh it out. And then if your both arms are down, or bring your right arm down, we'll just come back to that locust pose again. So press the backs of the hands into the floor, open your fingers wide, press the nails into the floor, activate your legs, tops of the feet into the floor, and then lift your head, your chest, your shoulders, look down, pull your chin in. If your back is bothered a little bit, draw your belly in. If you want to lift your legs this time, that's fine. Just do that, but be here. One more breath. Really anchor the backs of the hands and then release, come down. Let's bring the hands back up underneath the forehead, but switch. So opposite palm is on the bottom. Rest your forehead, let your feet flop. So maybe the heels turn out, toes in, and breathe. Okay. And really feel like you're just offering it out and just let everything go. Okay, full breath in, full breath out. Anchor your hands into the floor, push down, lift your head. Keep the left arm where it is and walk. Actually, let's do this first. Don't worry about your hands. Bring your legs together. So if you have to roll a little bit side to side, bring the legs right together. Now we keep the left arm where it is. We're going to bend the right leg and you take your right arm back. And maybe you can grab hold of the foot here and maybe not. That's fine. Just reach. I'm going to turn my face to look down. Okay, and flex into the right foot, anchor the left foot, and then soften into the right side. So close your eyes. So you're just either just reaching, bending the leg. Maybe you've got the foot, maybe not. It's all fine. Just take one more breath. And then bring yourself back to lying down. Release the leg. And just let yourself be in this belly down Shavasana. Okay, full breath in, full breath out. And we'll move to the second side. So you'll bend the left leg, right arm stays where it is. Reach back. You can grab the foot. If not, whatever you've got there. You turn back to look at the floor. I anchor the right arm. I'm going to breathe. If I have the foot, I'll find that connection. Good. And then release, come back. Good. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Left forearm stays where it is. Bend the right leg, take the right arm, reach. And you can push that left hand on the floor. See what you can grab here. Maybe it's just your pants even. And then find a little bit of, can I find a connection between whatever I'm grabbing here? Okay, now we're going to change this a little bit. I'm going to bring this in, the heel in towards my hip. So, that might not happen for you, and that's okay. If it works, you can pull it in. Maybe the elbow comes up, the shoulder comes up. I look down. I'm going to press that right knee to the back of the mat. So I'm really extending the front of the quad. And then release, come back and just rest. Let your feet flop, find your pseudo shavasana. Good. And then we'll go to the second side. So the right forearm stays down, you bend the left leg, reach back. Maybe you grab your foot, your pants, you reach. It's all fine, we work the steps. Whatever you've got. If you have part of your foot, find the connection. And then we go the opposite way. So I bring this heel towards the hip. I'm extending through the front of the thigh, like out through the front of the hip, out through the knee, as if I'm pressing that knee to the back of the mat. Okay, and then release that. Come back and just rest, however you want to rest. Good. Take a full breath in, a full breath out, and we'll come up to Sphinx. You bring your forearms to the floor, spread your hands, anchor the fingers to the floor. Okay, notice your shoulders. If they're up at your ears, take them back and then press down from the shoulders into the elbows. Take your belly in, hang out here. You can even drop your head, let your head hang, but you keep taking the shoulders back and pressing down into the elbows. The belly can come in a little bit. Let your head hang, jaw hang. And then start to paint like a little letter C. Take the chin over to one shoulder, and then round the chin down to the chest and over to the other. Let the jaw be relaxed, friends. And just do this a few times. You'll notice maybe you're dancing with your breath. Okay, and then we'll just come to stillness. So you can let your head hang. Feel the forearms or the elbows anchoring. And then I'll take the shoulders back, anchor into the elbows, the chest lifts. I'm going to start to take the head up. Pull the chin in, belly in. Feel if your legs are getting into this. Good. Okay. So you're welcome to come all the way down or stay in Sphinx. I'm going to bend the knees, take both feet up. So if you're in Sphinx and this is too much for your back, then just come on down. It's all fine. But if you're okay, this is just a little bit extra back. And then we'll just start by pointing and flexing the feet. So I'm engaging my shoulders into the elbows. If you're lying down and moving your feet, then, that's great. Just move your feet and then start to move them in, circulate them. However you're doing it, same direction, opposite direction. And then reverse, circle your ankles. Okay. And then I'll just bring the feet to rest, and I'm going to start to just windshield wiper side to side. So however you're up on your forearms or you're lying down, it's all fine. Good. Okay. And then you can widen your thighs, your knees apart. Let the soles of the feet come together. Lower all the way down if you're still up in your Sphinx. And rest here. And tuck your chin, rest your forehead. Soften through your heart. Good. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. And just engage the soles of the feet together. And as you do that, just notice, as you press the soles of the feet together, maybe you feel your inner thighs widening a little bit. You can anchor the knees into the floor. Maybe you feel the tush lift. Take a full breath in, full breath out. And then from here, friends, we'll take it up and over to child's pose. You can do that any way you like. I'm just going to bring the hands down about to the rib height. Lift the shoulders and then roll up and over your knees. You can pull your blanket in if you need support, or even to put it between your hips and your heels. So we really want to keep hips and heels together, and then walk the hands out. And even if you just start on your forearms, we did a lot for the back, and if your back feels like it needs like a little tenderness, then just move really slow into your forward fold. And if you want to rock or wiggle, and just nourish yourself with your breath. Good. Take a full breath in, sigh it out. Good. Okay, just bring your hands on either side of your knees, and we'll press up to seated. If it's okay for you to sit in Vajrasana, if it's not, just slide your heels out and bring yourself into sitting. Okay, if you're sitting like this, notice if your big toes are overlapping. It might happen, so you see, okay, what can I do to maybe bring the big toes to touch? And then be here. Good. One more breath. Okay, so this blanket that we have, maybe you have it underneath your knees already. If not, bring it in, and we'll just pop up onto our knees. I'm going to tuck the toes under, and then take your arms out in front of you. And we're just going to lean back. You're just going to go back a little bit, just, wherever you start to feel it, and then bring yourself back. So I'll make my palms are facing each other, hands are open, lifting through the belly. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, see if you can take yourself straight back. If you're just coming back here, so we start to fire up into the quads. One more breath. And then bring yourself up. Maybe lift your arms up in the air. And then exhale, come back, do that again. Just take it back into wherever it goes here. And then inhale, rise up, lift your arms. Exhale, bring the hands down, and we're just going to lift the seat up in the air into your forward fold. And be kind to yourself. Walk your hands to a comfortable place. And even, swaying your hips or bending your knees, whatever you need to do, release yourself into this forward fold. So you let the crown of the head drop. Good. Nice breathing here, feeling into your body. Good. Okay, then walk your hands back out. We'll bring the knees back down. Good. Okay, from here, I'm going to take the right leg straight back and just press it back. Good. And then we'll take this right leg all the way across the left leg. And I'm going to look at the heel, press it out. I know I'm opposite you. I think maybe not. Good. And then actually I'll stay facing this way. Okay, now let your knee come down so that the knees are outside of each other. I'll put the tops of the feet down and start to bring the shins together. Then I'll start to press the hips back. And I'm not looking for anything more than just taking them back. I use the hands. Breathe here. Good. Okay, and then just come out. You can uncross the right leg and then find your positioning. Tuck the toes under, extend the left leg straight back with the toes tucked under. Just press your hands forward, press that heel back. Good. Okay, release a little bit so you can take the left leg all the way across. Tuck the toes under. Look at the heel, press the heel away. And then bring your head back. You can drop the knee down to the outside of the right knee. Tops of the feet come down. You bring the shins towards each other. And then just start to press yourself back. Wherever you go. Even, it doesn't need to look anything like this. Whatever you're doing is good work. Good. Okay, we'll come out. Uncross, and we'll just do that exact same thing again. So I'll take the right leg straight back. I'm going to press it back. I'm just going to add the left knee. So I really push the hands away. Nice strong arms. Take the belly in. Bring the left knee into your chest if that's good. Flex your left foot. And if it's no good, keep the left knee down. Okay, release left knee back down to the floor. If you've lifted, lift the right leg straight. Take it all the way across over to the left side. Press that heel away. You can look at it. Okay, bring your head back. Knees together. Exactly like we did. Tops of the feet to the floor. Bring your shins together. Okay, some of you now might take the left foot over the right shin. So you could be here, here, here. And then start to press back. And, depending if you've got this wrap, the knee might lift up off the floor. Okay. I'm just pressing in, breathing. Oh, let's see what happens if I try to come up, take my hands off the floor. Whew, that's what happens. Okay. And then come out, uncross. Good. Tuck your toes under. Press your hips back for a moment. Just keep your head lifted. Come back to your hands and knees. Okay, knees together. Left leg extends straight back. Tuck the toes under. Press back. Now I push the hands in, lift the head, take the belly in. Maybe the right knee comes off the floor. You flex the foot. Really pushing through my left heel. Smiling. Lift the belly. And then knee down. If you lifted it, lift the straight left leg. Take it across. Toes down, press back, you can look at it. Good. Okay, knees together, shins together. Maybe there's a wrap right over the left this time. Doesn't matter. And then press back. Okay, I'm going to do that again, even though I fell. It's just part of the practice. So I was going to see, can I do it here? Oh, maybe yes, maybe no. Nope. I'm going to try. Oh. Okay, and then come out, unwrap, toes tucked under, just take the hips back, you walk your hands forward, keep your head lifted, breathe. Okay, I'm gonna walk my hands back and we'll take forward fold again. Lift your hips, drop in. Okay, this time you can keep your hands on the floor. If you like to grab opposite elbows and really hang, then go ahead and do that. Just feel like you're hanging from your waist. Just dropping from the waist to the crown of the head, legs straight or bent. 2 more breaths. Good. Take your hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward, come down onto your knees, tuck your toes under. Let's come up to this kneeling position. You're gonna take your arms out, palms face each other. Inhale, and then exhale, lean it back, and lift your arms or keep them there. Fire up those front quads, and then inhale, come up, reach up, and exhale, take it back. And inhale, and exhale, take your hands to the floor, tops of the feet floor, open your knees, hips to heels, and let's come down to child's pose. And again, keep the hips on the heels, rest here, breathe. Good. Nice. Okay. Nice. Take one more full breath in, full breath out. And just bring yourself up to sitting just for a moment. We're going to come to lie on the right side. So just sitting so I can move my prop out of the way. And you can keep it handy if you need it anywhere. And then we'll just come to lie on your right side, just like this, like we've been doing. And I'll say this too, if you feel very like it's hard to maintain this on the side, if you take your bolster or your blanket roll and just put it behind your back, that sometimes helps to kind of give the body some stability, so it feels like not really folding back. So you could do that. You just take something, just put it right behind your back, and it's like a little hug. Okay. All right. Good. So let's just start balancing on the side. So look at your legs. Notice if they're coming forward. Can you line them up as best as you can? Then flex your feet. Yeah. Now take a little peek at your elbow, but it's not coming forward as best as you can. Good. Okay. Then once you feel stable, we'll just take this top arm, drop your gaze. Ooh, I'm wobbling all over the place, and sometimes I love that. This is a place of entry. Good. Okay. Take one more breath. Good. All right, we're going to take this top leg. I'm going to bend it and bring it into tree pose. So you could take your hand to the heel if you like. You might be able to bring the foot nice and high, higher than you normally do. And then you can rest that. Left hand can come back to the floor, or it can just support the knee here. And then maybe I'll extend on them right at the wall, let the head come down, and I can take this top arm up and over. Now I am at the wall, so I'm going to use the wall, push the wall away. And if you don't have a wall there, then you're working. You're feeling the foot connection, the belly in. Okay, find your stability, friend. So if you need to put your hand back down, I want you to see if you can maybe close your eyes and feel like the tailbone can press down to the heel. So it is a bit, if you feel in your body for maybe you find a little bit of cat-cow, just like feel the tailbone move back and the tailbone forward. And then if you can extend the tail, that might help with balance. Good. I'll take one more breath, full breath in, full breath out. Good. And then bring yourself back to hand on knee, hand on head. And we'll let the hand on the knee find the ankle. And we'll start to straighten this leg. Now you might move to the heel, you might move to the outer edge of the foot. Okay, now I'm just accentuating this. Once I roll on my back, it's a little easier. So I'm going to try and find that side lying, the tailbone drawing down. Okay, I notice my chin is tucking. I'm going to take the chin back, belly in, anchor through the side body that's on the floor. One more breath. Okay, we're going to bring this leg back into tree. So find that tree. Now, if you have something behind you, you're going to just grab it, just move it out, just take it out, and then find your ankle, and we're going to bring the leg behind you. And the knees come together. Woo. Okay, I have you move that thing for a reason. So find the leg, find your balance. And then we'll take this, we're going to roll onto our back. So the hand that's holding your head can extend, palm down. You're going to pull this foot back. As you lie back, see if you can get the top of the foot to come down. And then you just come onto your back. It's going to be, for all of us, a different stretch. So I know I can pull my foot up a little bit more. I take it to the outside of the hip, pull it up, and I'll roll onto the back. And you go wherever you feel the stretch, you stop. Okay, I have to roll onto my back and then maybe bend the other leg and find it. But if you're feeling it already just from being here, then that's great. Be here. We'll take 2 more breaths. Good. Okay, and then bring yourself all the way onto your tummy. Just release that leg, roll onto your tummy, and come back to our Shavasana, belly down Shavasana. Let the legs open. If you need to wiggle your hips a little bit, that's fine. Just feel what's the difference in the two sides. So even working the balance on the side body is waking up these little things that we don't, really get into in our daily life. Okay. Full breath in, full breath out, and then we'll come to lie on the left side. So just find your way there and find your head supported by your hand. Line up your elbow and then take a quick peek at your legs. Line them up. Find your balance here. If you need to put that blanket back behind you, then do that. And then just take a few moments, feel. You can even close your eyes. Notice if the chin, that I noticed that right away for me, the chin's going to tuck. I'm going to try and take it back. When I take the chin back, I can feel the head connect with the hand. Okay, and take it to tree pose. So you can help. You want to grab it, pull it up, and then, find your balance again. So just connect to this line in your body, the belly in, the extended leg. And if you feel steady, then take that hand up to the knee. Good. Breathe. Connect where you can. Okay, now find your tailbone. Even just feel like the low back is, extending out. And if this doesn't make sense, you don't need to worry about it. If it makes sense, you need to worry about it. No, I'm just kidding. You don't need to worry about anything. Take one more breath. Okay, now we take the leg up. So I'm going to find either in front of the ankle, the heel, the outer edge of the foot. And as soon as I take it up, I'm leaning back. That's what's going to happen. So I got to work it. I got to find that length and, through the left side. So I feel I'm on my left side. Good. Breathe. And if you anchor that leg on the floor, does the leg up that's lifted, does it stretch a little more? Okay, now I'll release the hand. I'm just going to find tree pose again. And then once that foot finds the thigh, then I'll let the hand come down. Just so graceful and elegant. Good. Okay, now I'm going to grab the back of that foot. So if you want to move that prop out of the way, slide your hand, find the foot, and then bring the knees together. Even if you're wobbling all over, that's good. Squeeze the knees, extend the knee away. Yeah, I'm going to extend the arm, lie down. If that works for you, great. Okay, now I find the toes. So I'm just going to turn around. I'm going to find the toes of that leg. And then I start to bring that foot to the outside of the hip. If I can, find the floor. Roll onto your back. Use your hands to help. Okay, you stop wherever you start to feel that stretch. That's good work. Okay, if you need to go all the way onto your back and even bend the left leg, then you find that. Okay, we're here for another few breaths. So find your comfort, your stretch, be with your breath. Good. Okay, and then we'll release. Just roll right back onto your tummy and find your belly down Shavasana. Good. Okay. So let's do this. Just tuck your toes under exactly as you are. So the heels are lifted. You're going to press the heels away from you, and you might feel the thighs lift. And then keep the legs as straight as you can, but pull the right heel up and push the left heel away, and then do the same with the opposite. So you're like just taking your heels for a walk. You can really feel your hips moving. Good. Okay, nice easy breath. Okay. And then come to center, tops of the feet to the floor, drop in again, do nothing. Okay. So we are going to grab, let's see, I'll grab the left foot first. So I'll just tell you that we're going to do that. If you need your strap, you can grab it. Otherwise, just bring your hands to the floor, rock side to side, and bring your legs together. And then let's start with the right forearm in front of you. Spread the fingers, bend the left leg, and either loop your strap around there, grab hold of the foot, however you can here, baby toe edge, big toe edge, grab your pants, whatever you have. And we're just going to press this foot away, turn your head down, so you're looking down. Okay, we're not coming all the way up because we're actually going to come the opposite way. You're going to invite this heel towards your hip. Okay, whether it comes or not, I'm pushing the foot into the hand. I'm still resisting. Okay, I can bring the top of the hand to the top of the foot. If you can do that, the elbow will lift, the shoulder will lift. At the same time as I'm inviting this heel to the hip, I'm going to draw the knee towards the floor. That's going to lift that side of the tush a little bit. Breathe. And then let it go. Come back to your rest. Hey, feel what's happened and what's changed. What's gotten more grounded and more open. Good. Okay, second side. Left forearm stays down. If you need to rock and bring your legs back together, do that. Then bend your right knee. Take the right hand behind. Either loop your strap or find your foot. And just start by just pressing the foot away. Take your gaze down. Drop the jaw. Breathe. And then invite this foot to come towards the hip. And wherever you end up here, friend, is good work. And then we'll just press that knee towards the floor a little bit. Maybe a lot, you play, see what works. Breathe. If you can lift the shoulder, lift the elbow to the sky. Beautiful, really nice. And then release, come down, beautiful, yes. Rest. Good. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to do both legs at the same time, and maybe we'll move through Dhanurasana. So we'll let the legs move away first, so we kind of arch the back, and then we'll pull the heels in. So just so you know, so you could even bend your legs now and just throw your strap over both legs. Maybe I'll just demonstrate that. I'll just take, bend the knees and then just loop the strap over the feet. And you'll wind your hands in the strap, and then you'll just hold like that. Okay, or no strap, and you bend your knees. Okay, so reach, grab your feet. And if you have your feet, your ankles, whatever you're holding here, start to press the feet away so the shoulders lift. You can drop your head, anchor your thighs, your knees to the floor, flex your feet. So I'm not going super deep. Okay, now I'm going to go the opposite way. So I start to melt back to the floor. The hands are going to find the tops of the feet. I'm going to press the feet into the hands. Let the shoulders lift, elbows lift, maybe the head and chest. Then anchor your knees to the floor. Breathe. One more breath. And lovingly release and let go of the strap, let go of your feet. Release your head to your hands or to the floor. Tuck your toes under, press the heels back, and come back to that hip blocking thing we just did, where you press one heel away, press one heel in. You know what I'm talking about. Good. Okay, keep the toes tucked under. Stop moving the heels, let the knees rest if they touch the floor. And then see, can you walk your toes up closer to your knees? So just take them for a little walk, like lift them up, see if you can take them under more. And then press out through your heels. And we'll just do a windshield wiper with the heels. Just rock the heels side to side a few times. So the toes are tucked under, feet are active. Breath relaxed. Good. Come to center, release tops of the feet to the floor. Take your arms down by your sides if that works for you. Forehead to the floor or grab your blanket and do nothing but breathe. Okay, one more breath. Okay, let's take it to child's pose. So come up to your hands and your knees. Bring your knees into position, tops of the feet. Release yourself down and then slowly, lovingly extend yourself out so that the hips stay on the heels. And the forehead can come to the floor or to your hands or even to a block. And just here for about 5 or 10 breaths, just to really breathe into your back. Notice if the toes are overlapping, and if it needs to be, that's fine. But if you can bring the toes to just, the big toes to just lightly touch each other. Melt yourself in. In. Take a full breath. Breathe out. And then walk your hands back and come up. And we're going to take it into Virasana. And so that's where we're going to sit, maybe on a block, maybe on 5 blocks. So I'll come up. You can put a blanket underneath your knees. The feet, let me just move this. I'll put the block in between the feet. And then take your hands to your calf. Iron out the calf and see if you can sit. And if that's no good, you just keep building. You put a blanket on top. And you just keep building. So you see what works, where you can sit reasonably comfortable in your Virasana. Okay, so find your way. 10 blocks, 1 block. Okay, once we're here, I'm just going to lift the skin of the knees up. Yeah, okay. And then take your hands, if you can touch your feet here, just give yourself a little foot massage. You might use your fists and just draw lines. And you might do one at a time. Beautiful, you guys. That's it. Okay, and then you can even take your fingers down, spread your toes out a little bit. Okay, and then we're just going to come to just sit here. So find your level of comfort. You can anchor the toes, tops of the feet. Okay, now I'm just feeling that the tailbone is just melting down. So whether you are aware of where your tailbone is, you can feel it's just dropping down so heavy. Good. Okay, just take 2 more breaths. And we'll release from this into a downward facing dog or maybe a puppy. So you could even just do what we did before. You just, if you don't want to do downward dog, you just push out 1 leg at a time. Okay, and then we're going to come back into Virasana. So once you've stretched, you find it again. Take your hands to the calves, press them down and out. Come back. Find your feet. Play. Massage the feet, spread the toes. Rest. I'm going to take this into twist. And so it's just going to be a gentle twist. You might use a block. If you're sitting up very high, then you might want to put your hand on something. Otherwise, just take 1 hand behind. I'm going to take the opposite hand to the inside of its same knee and just turn. So it's not a deep turn. Good. Okay, and then we'll inhale. And as you exhale, just switch. So either use your block, take your other hand to the inside of its knee, push and turn, breathe. Good. Okay, release and come back into either downward dog or just stretching 1 leg back, whichever one is better for you. And just to open up the backs of the legs. Good. Okay. Last time, just come to Virasana, find it. Last one, sit in a way that works. Adjust your knees if you need to. Rub your feet. Separate your toes. Do all of that stuff, and then just come back in. You can rest your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Close your eyes. Feel the tail. Good. Okay, so from here, I'm going to press up into a modified camel, and we'll do the twist. So I'll take one hand behind, the other hand is just going to lift yourself up off your blocks, but you're twisting at the same time. So if that works, beautiful. Yes, that's awesome. And then just come down, and we'll just do the opposite side. So there's a twist. The hand comes down. Lift yourself up. Breathe. Okay, and then we'll come down. And again, you'll come out this last time, so you can move your blocks this time. So either downward dog or one leg stretching back, and then the other, whichever one. Good. Okay, and then we'll come down to hands and knees. And we're just going to come back to that first thing we did. So bring the knees together, tuck your toes under, lift your gaze. Let's take the right leg straight back. Tuck the toes under, press the heel back, press your hands forward. If you want to take the left knee into your chest, do that. Good. Left knee down, and then lift your right leg straight back behind you. Cross it all the way over. Put the toes down, press the heel away, and then come back, drop the knees, together, shins together. Maybe there's a wrap. Walk the hands back. Maybe the knees lift up a little bit. Start to settle into whatever this is. I'm not going to balance. And then release. Come back, unfurl. Tuck the toes under. Just press the hips back to the heels. Keep the head lifting. Good. Come back, hands and knees. Okay, adjust yourself. Knees together. Toes tucked under. Left leg straight back. Push it back. Okay, if you feel like right knee in is the place for you, nice and strong. Good. Okay, knee down. Left leg lifted. Take it across. Tuck the toes under, press it away. And then come back, knees together, shins together. Maybe there's a wrap. And then press back. Whatever it is, tops of the feet on the floor will be helpful. Okay, unfurl, come onto your back and lie down on your back. And then just do nothing, like open your legs apart, open the arms apart, and just drop on your back and allow everything to just be here. Okay, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Good. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Good. Okay, so from here, I'm going to drop the knees over to the left side. Good. Roll yourself onto your left side. So bring the left hand to support your head. The right arm is just going to stay behind you. We did this in class, I think maybe 3 classes ago. The palm faces out. I see if I can sneak my fingers right underneath the left side of my waist, and then we'll come back to lie on your back. Then the feet are on the floor. Lift your hips. Take the left hand, grab hold of the right hand. See if you can bring the right hand underneath you more, or you move the hand up if that works, or the hand goes down. And you might just be like resting just on the back of your hand. If you have a lot of shoulder stuff, then that's okay. You find your place here, wherever that goes, so you can lie on your arm or the hand. Maybe a little discomfort, but no pain. Okay, now the left arm comes up and over, and maybe it rests, the head rests in the crook of the elbow, or it's just resting on the back of your left hand. So you make this what you need, friend. And I'll just say this, I have the left arm resting in the crook of the elbow, and the left hand is just going to come underneath the right top of the shoulder a little bit, if that works for you. Good. Okay, and then find a little windshield wiper action with the knees. It doesn't need to be big. It's just swaying. So, and then, as you sway, maybe you slow down the sway so you can actually feel like, oh, if I bring the knees over to the right, maybe I hang out there, take a few breaths. And maybe that's no good. Just notice. And you can keep the swing or just come into your center. Close your eyes. And we'll just do 2 more breaths like this. And we'll start by taking the left arm out first, and then you'll just lift your hips, release the right arm, both arms out to the sides or wherever feels comfortable, palms up. And just feel that into the shoulders. And then we'll do the opposite side. So we'll start by dropping the knees over to the right. Take your right arm up, support your head, lie on your right side. Left arm behind you. Maybe the fingers peek outside of the waist, and then you roll onto your back. Take the right hand, find the left fingers, and then you lift your hips. You will find the place for this left arm to rest. So the hand can move down. If you need more space, move up. You can go a little deeper. And you could also just be resting only on the hand. You make it where you can be here and smile and breathe. Then the right arm comes up and over, and maybe you just rest the head on the hand or the crook of the elbow. And once you're in it and you're okay, you can smile and breathe. Then you can start to rock your knees a little bit and just go slow. Feel. If I move my knees to the left, I get more weight onto this left shoulder, and maybe it's great and maybe it's too much. So just feel in to this body. Your eyes are closed. And then I'm just going to settle. So I'll stop moving the legs and just be here. Let the body be very heavy on these arms. Okay, and then release first the right arm. Lift your hips, take the left arm out, both palms up. Okay, we're going to come to Baddha Konasana here. Soles of the feet together, knees open. If you're okay to just drop in like that without any support underneath your thighs, then just be here for a few moments. And if you need to grab your blocks or your blankets and just put them underneath your thighs, so if you don't feel too much pulling in the inner thighs, then take the time to do that. And I'm just going to rest here for about another 5 breaths. Just feeling the soles of the feet together. Anything else, you can take your hands and massage anything that needs, feels tight. Good. Okay. And then I'll use my hands underneath the thighs to help lift. Bring the knees into your chest. And just rock them in and out a few times. Maybe circling. And I know we're getting into Shavasana time, but let's just do this cross that we've done a few times in class today. So I'm going to just take the right knee over the left knee. And you might just stay there. You bring your hands over the right knee or over the left knee behind the left thigh and draw this package in. And if you can wrap, I'll bring the shins together, and I'm going to see if I can get that right foot to go underneath the left, and then I'm not going to get it in as much. So that's okay. Okay, so wherever you are, you just take 2 more breaths. And then release, unfurl. You can even open your legs wide out, and then cross the left knee over the right. Find this. So hands on top of either knee, back of the right thigh. And then you stay like that, or you let go, bring the shins together, see if you can wrap. All fine. wrapping is, it's very strong. It's all good. Okay, and then unfurl. And we're going to move into Shavasana. So if you need to roll to your side, come up and set up with whatever you need. Bolster. If you want to do legs up the wall, you can always do that too. Something from underneath your head might be very nice. I don't think I need that. Good. You have your heating pad and throw that in. Good. All right. So take the time, socks on, whatever you need to be warm and comfortable. Throw a blanket over top. If you need an eye pillow, bring that in. Okay. You wiggle a little bit. Move your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles, and then settle. And as you drop into this rest, just feel the freedom and the lightness of being. Deeply honoring this work you've done, this investment into your own health and wellness. So allow yourself to receive that by resting well. Let your third eye be heavy, jaw heavy, receiving the support of everything beneath you. And the knowledge that you can deeply let go here. No one to be, nowhere to be, just be. Feel the back of your head very heavy. Let it go. Sides of your neck heavy. Shoulders, shoulder joints, shoulder blades resting. Hands are very relaxed. And choosing to stay in your rest as you are, and just rest there. If you're ready to make your way out, and just starting with your feet, your toes, your ankles, your fingers, your wrists. And then we'll bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. We did a lot. The back took a lot today. So, if you feel it in your back, you might stay here and windshield wiper a little bit, or hug your knees into your chest and rock the knees around side to side or circle. Just know that this is a good place to come anytime. And then when you're ready, you'll roll to your side and rest there for a few moments. And coming up to sitting when you're ready, if that's where you're headed. Okay. Nice. So once you're here, just allowing a few moments to just be. I'm going to change the cross of my legs just to go into that non-habitual cross. And then just let your hands rest however they want to rest. Bow your chin slightly. Just take this opportunity to feel into this quiet energy you've cultivated and the vibrancy in your body. And into all of that, my friends, you'll inhale. And as you exhale, you'll bring these hands together in front of your heart with great reverence and devotion. And take a full breath in, anchor your sit bones, lengthen tall. And exhale as you are. And join with me as we seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om together. Inhale. And then gently bowing your chin. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Bless yourself. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. And lift your chin and open your eyes. And offer this to yourself and we'll offer it out. Great magic within. Send it without. There we go. Mwah. Good. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me. Thank you so much. Happy weekend. Happy yoga. We'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.